Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another KASSAA broadcast. My name is Jacob Ewing, joined alongside my co-commentator Rias Hennessy, and we meet you here. Senior Boys KASSAA Basketball Championship game, Frontenac HC, Falcons Crusaders. Rias, how are we feeling?
Feeling super excited, Jacob. If you missed it, we just came off of a massive Junior Boys championship game, a nail biter all the way down to the end. Still kind of riding that high. Super excited for some more basketball action, and we've got a monster matchup here tonight. In the regular season, it was a nail biter, just a 3-point deficit. Holy Cross taking home that W. As here we go, we are underway.
And that one right off the tip gets ripped pretty far out. So here we go. And here we go, we'll get this game started off as Frontenac will have the first possession. Burt dribbling Jack to Dobik. Dobik trying to drive inside. Can't find the end of the baseline and gets turned over there as HC will grab this ball. LaGressley kicks it far side. At the top of the arc now, Holy Cross is moving it. Takes a three ball, no good off the back of the iron, tries to grab that rebound. It's LaGressley, he gets it, he goes up hard and he's fouled. As Kevin Ross gets called on the foul, and LaGressley will head to the line looking to get the first points here in this championship game.
Vaughn has been phenomenal all season long for this Holy Cross team. As here he is at the line now. He always does a great job of using his body inside the paint, as he showed just here, getting all the way down to the rim and drawing that contact. First free throw doesn't fall, unfortunately for him. Second free throw right on the money. As here come the Falcons. Buchanan carrying it up the floor, looking for the open man. They're running a bit of a offensive set action here. Big screen from K-Ross. Lets Buchanan get all the way to the basket, but that one's waved off. We'll see a foul on the floor. Just a few steps before his shot, I believe, Jacob. So we will see a Falcons inbound along the baseline right underneath the basket here.
Yeah, they called no bucket on that one. And so we'll have an inbound here on the baseline. As Burt will have it. See what Burt can do here. He's searching. Needs to get it off soon. He does. And Dobik will grab it at the top of the arc. He drives inside. Such a talented player. Mid-range. No good. As he arched back to get that one. Blake Buchanan, though, grabbing the offensive rebound. Buchanan finds Ross. Plater, great ball movement. Burt in the corner. Back to Plater. Pump fake. Tries to take it. Doesn't. Drives inside. Layup no good. Ross, another rebound. Dobik tries one. It's good.
Dobik loves that one, flashing a three on his fingers to the crowd. Like you said, Jacob, another rebound from K. Ross. He is phenomenal on those boards. I can attest to that, having competed against him myself. He is great at getting those rebounds off the glass, off the rim, from wherever. But here comes Holy Cross. Their offense is put to a halt by Dobik, who steals the ball, takes it coast to coast. Tough layup. He gets it to fall. Dobik putting on a show early in this monster matchup.
And who would have expected less out of Jacob Dobik? Already have 5 points tonight. Already 2 minutes into this game. Three ball in the corner. HC trying to respond. Can't though. Rebound by Dobik. Dobik already got 5, trying to extend it. Finds Plater. Open three. Can't get it to drop. Offensive rebound though as Burt uses his vertical to get up there. Dives for it. The ball is everywhere. Young is on top of it for the Crusaders. That ball, I believe, is going to go the HC way there, Rise, with just over 2 minutes played in this one. And Getty Kika will sub into this game, and Young will take up the ball for the Crusaders, trying to get their offense going. Young passes it off. Back to Young. Young, pump fake three, trying to drive inside, can't. Tries to find the Gressley, who was cutting inside. Finds an open teammate. No good. He'll get fouled. He'll end in the free throw line, though.
Excellent job. Holy Cross has been showing their offensive aggressiveness, really driving into the paint, doing everything they can to finish through the contact and get to the line. So we have Aiden Myers at the line now for the Crusaders. He'll shoot 2. Myers' first shot, that one rattles in and out. Myers, a chance here to cut the lead down to 4 points. He gets ready, launches a shot. That one goes off front iron, but a huge rebound from Vaughn. Pump fake, sends his defender flying, and he goes for the finish through the contact, and Vaughn at the line once again.
Yeah, the Gressley is just amazing at that. Getting in the paint with his size, and then just getting contact and getting to the free throw line. He's a great free throw shooter, too. As we'll see what he can make happen here. He's already got one on the night, and he takes that one, and that one won't just go just off the top of the iron. We'll have one more from the line. We'll see what Vaughn the Gressley can do here. Free throw number 2 is up, and that one is good. He makes it 2 points on the night for him in a 5-2 game here early on here in the first quarter. And they throw it way too far. The inbound way too far as the full court press, putting a bit of pressure against the Frontenac Falcons. Couldn't find any inbound. Timeout called. And I believe, I don't know who that one was called by. I'm going to say it was called from Frontenac. So Frontenac, after they throw that ball out of bounds, just trying to get, the boys back in the game mentally, as maybe they felt a bit too pressured from that full court press. So we'll send it down to Brandon Bolton, who's courtside, our courtside reporter tonight. Brandon, this game getting going. You've played both these teams. How do you think this game's going to go down?
This is a really big matchup. Both these teams are really, really tough. I have my own personal experiences with both. Both are incredible teams. Should be an absolute shootout. We've already seen some great offense from Jacob Dobek. He is an absolute weapon for the Frontenac Falcons. It'll be very interesting to see what the Crusaders do and come up with to keep him tame in this game. Should be a good game. Only the start, little bit of a lead here. Not too bad. Back to you.
Thank you, Brandon Bolton. As I said, he's played both these teams before in the KASSAA regular season. So he's got inside knowledge. And we'll keep cutting him courtside many times this game. So we'll have an offensive rebound for the Crusaders. We'll see what they can do here. On the offensive baseline, they fire it over to Myers. Myers to Young. Young looks at the shot but doesn't pull. The Gressley backing up at his opponent. Kicks outside. 3-ball, no good. And that one, Buchanan will grab that one. It'll be a foul going against, I believe, Aiden Myers against Buchanan. And I believe it'll be a Frontenac inbound on their defensive baseline. And Plater looking for the inbound. The full court press coming huge for Frontenac, but they get it into the hands of Dobek. Jacob Dobek driving, layup. He's phenomenal. He's got all of Frontenac's points so far. They make it 7. Here comes Andrew Young. Young drops it to Myers. Myers searching. Finds Kika at the top of the arc. Kika trying to make a move around Dobek. Can't find it. Hands it to Young. Young driving. Open layup. Doesn't get it to go. Offensive rebounds. Myers gets that one to drop. Here comes Frontenac. Plater in the corner to Buchanan. Buchanan kicks it. Open 3-ball. Cash money. As Frontenac's able to drop that one. Here comes Young. Young finds Seganowicz in the corner. Seganowicz fires it to Legressley. Legressley taking a look deep too. No good. Battle in there. Aiden Myers grabs that one. Finds Kika. Kika spins, passes it to Young. Young to Seganowicz. Seganowicz slowing things down, taking his time. Fires it into Legressley. Spinning. Puts that one up and he gets fouled.
LeGressley's third time to the line tonight, Jacob. He's been fantastic at attacking the paint, using his size to, push past his defender, using some nice moves to get his defender off balance and finish right through that contact for the opportunity for some free throws. As here he is now. He's got 2 points so far on the night. 6-point deficit now, 10-4. Frontenac favor. We've got 4 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the first quarter as LeGressley puts up another free throw. He's got 3 now. He's got 3 of Frontenac's 5. His second free throw. Chance here to cut the lead down to 4 points. His free throw's up, and it's good. He seems to have found his groove from the line. A bit of struggles earlier, but not anymore. As here comes Frontenac, putting in some work to break through this Holy Cross press. Jack Bird kicks it to the corner, to the top, to Buchanan. Buchanan now looking to drive into the paint, but he kicks it out to the corner. Long three, that one doesn't fall. Big rebound from Buchanan, scrambling all over for the ball. Referee rules it Frontenac basketball on the sideline.
So the Falcons will get it in the offensive end. Plater there to take this one. Plater. Oh, Andrew Young gets a hit on that one, but Dobick recovers. Jacob Dobick makes a move. He's a shifty one. Spins in the paint. Fade away two. Gets it to drop. This kid's phenomenal when he gets going. Seganowicz finds LeGressley. LeGressley at the top of the arc. Passing it off. Searching. Back up top to Seganowicz. He's looking at the three. Doesn't take it. Tries to go around Plater. Drives to the paint. Puts up a tough contested two. No good. Gets the ball back. Seganowicz 0 for 2 on that offensive try. Still scrambling around. Who's going to grab it? Holy Cross ball. That is good. That ball was going back and forth in possession. But Holy Cross gets it. Here comes Buchanan now. The corner to Burt. Back up top to Dobick. Dobick now driving inside. Deep two. Can't get that one to go. Defensive rebound by Seganowicz. Seganowicz. Spinning. Takes a mid-range two. Decides to pull that one. Now it's no good. Grabbed by Burt. To Plater. Dobick wide open. He won't miss those.
Some phenomenal basketball we're witnessing so far, Jacob. A couple plays ago, we saw that massive Holy Cross bucket. That was just pure hustle, leaving it out on the floor. That's the kind of determination that the winning team is going to need here tonight. As here comes Holy Cross. The pass from LeGressley gets picked off by Dobick. Dobick now coming up the floor. Coming up the floor with some fancy moves. Looking to shift off his defender. He gets to the basket. That layup is good, and one opportunity. Dobick.
Jacob Dobick has already 13 points in only the first quarter. If my math is right, this kid's on pace for a 50-point night. If he can keep this up, they'll have a free throw coming up in just a moment's time. I believe a timeout is going to be called going the Crusaders' way just to try to figure things out. So we'll take it down to courtside with Brandon Bolton. Brandon, I'm going to ask you one question. How do you handle Jacob Dobick if you're Holy Cross?
Short answer, you can't. He is an absolute offensive weapon. He has had his hands all over this game, over this ball, defensively as well. He has been making some incredible plays on this court. I think HC is going to have to really work and practically double him to stop him from scoring. This should be an incredible game. If there's ever a team to take down Frontenac, it is Holy Cross. Should be a really good one. Back to you.
Thank you, Brandon Bolton. Some excellent insight from the court side. He's here with us all night long, folks. He has some great insight on both these teams. Like Jacob said earlier, he has had the chance to compete against both of these squads, so what he says down there is valuable. Both teams taking advantage of this timeout now, drawing up some new stuff, chatting with their guys. We've got 2 minutes, 11 seconds left in this first quarter. 16 to 8 point game. Favor goes to Frontenac. As Holy Cross now, they'll break from the timeout, as do the Falcons.
Well, Rice, you've also played both these teams, having faced off against the Crusaders and the Falcons in the KASSAA regular season. Let's hear some insight from you.
Yeah, both these teams are very good, Jacob. That's why they made it all the way to these KASSAA finals. Both these Holy Cross never fails to play without grit and determination, Jacob. And Frontenac is a squad composed of a ton of very, very talented young men. As here we go, Dobek converts on the three-point play. Here comes Holy Cross now, inbounded to Legressley. Legressley coming up the floor. He slows it right down for the Crusaders. The Crusaders looking to get into their offensive set. Legressley taking it all the way, but he does get fouled on that play. He'll go to the line for 2 more. I believe that's his 4th trip to the free throw line already so far tonight, Jacob. He's got 4 points for the Crusaders, chance to make it 6.
He's been phenomenal at getting those drives to the net and just getting contact with the opponent, and that's why he's here again. And something to mention, Rise, Holy Cross is in bonus right now. First one's good for Legressley with just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Legressley now, if he nails the second one, will make it double digits. It's up and it's good. Double digits for the Crusaders now, 7-point game. Burt now, gonna slow it down as he crosses half. Burt makes a move, drives, goes behind his back, kicks it back out. Drives to the rim, tough layup, gets the 2 to drop. Nice play there by the Frontenac Falcon player who drove to the net. Turnover, here comes Dobek. Dobek now, and the charge is called.
Goodness me, Andrew Young, excellent read, sees Dobek not in complete control of his body, flying down the floor with some speed, gets right in his way and takes that charge straight through the chest, Jacob. What a phenomenal play. We'll see Holy Cross basketball. It'll be Legressley inbounding it from his own baseline to Kika now.
Andrew Young looked Jacob Dobek in the eyes and said, I know you might have 12 points, 13 points already, but you're not getting to. Takes the charge. Holy Cross ball. Legressley passing it off to Myers, slips through his hands, out of bounds. Frontenac grabs it right back. And it will be Plater on the sideline to throw this one in. Finds Burt. Burt driving. Stops at the top of the arc, hands off to Dobek. Dobek with Kika guarding him. Loses it, triple teamed. Look at this double team. Dobek throws it away. Jack Burt kicks it in the corner and steps out of bounds. Turnover will go the Holy Cross way. And Kika will throw this ball up. Well, pardon, will bring this ball up. Kika finds Myers in the corner to Legressley. Legressley now trying to drive in. He's at the baseline. Oh, loses possession. Doesn't go to bounds though. Frontenac ball. The Falcons with possession. Fires into Buchanan. Blake Buchanan with just under 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Buchanan makes a move, but stays still where he was. Now he drives. Buchanan gets to the paint, puts up the layup, gets it to drop. 11-point game. It's also a 1-possession game here. Legressley finds second Owish to Myers up top. Back to Legressley, throwing around the arc. 3 ball by second Owish. It's good. And here comes Frontenac, 5 to go. Buchanan can't find it. Legressley knocks that one out of bounds, and that one will go the Frontenac way. Rise still have 1.2 seconds to go here. Before the end of the first quarter, we'll see if they can get something going as Jack Burt will step up to take this inbound. Couple substitutions coming into this game. I believe they're not going to allow the substitution there, Rias, as they try to get one off. But I don't think they're going to allow it, so we'll have the throw in. Can they get something off in the 1 second they have? Burt to Plater. It's good! Jake Plater calls back at the buzzer.
What a phenomenal play by Frontenac there. They had just about 1 second left on the clock there, Jacob, and they find an open man somehow. What a great inbounds play. Pardon me, we've got KASSAA Commissioner Got KASSAA Commissioner Paul giving a message to the fans here. Looks like he's giving a notice, little warning. If anybody's parked along the side of the road, they're about to get plowed in, Jacob.
Yeah, you're hearing Paul Pinnell live in the flesh, telling everybody at the end of the first quarter did not move the car, and we'll have a special guest sideline interview. Brandon Bolton with Cam Frazier and James Kumpel, a couple of the Bay Ridge players who have played both these teams. We'll set it down courtside for their insight. Brandon and the boys, let's hear it.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm here with point guard Cam Frazier and shooting guard James Kumpel of the Bay Ridge Blazers. They had a matchup against Frontenac in the quarterfinals. How are you guys feeling about this game so far?
I mean, it's been wonderful to watch. Obviously, both teams put on a great show, but Jacob Dobek, man, that guy, he can score from anywhere. He does it all. So it's been wonderful to watch, though, for sure.
100%. What about you?
Yeah, the game's looking great so far. Frontenac has a little bit of a lead right now, but I know Holy Cross, they tend to come back from stuff like this. So, yeah.
All right, great. Thank you, guys. I'll send it back to you, Jacob.
Thank you, Bay Ridge boys. We set it back up top from our sideline. When we get back to two teams that I'd say are a bit better than Bay Ridge, Frontenac and Holy Cross. The two teams that deserve to be here in the championship. 10 points separating the two. Rice, your thoughts on the first quarter?
First quarter was some phenomenal basketball. We're seeing a massive performance so far from Frontenac player Jacob Dobek. He's put up a large quantity of points for the Falcons. He's been a shining star for them so far tonight. But here comes Buchanan now. Buchanan, a tough mid-range shot. That one won't fall. Tied up. A couple players get tied up on the rebound. We'll see a foul call on Frontenac. That ball will go Holy Cross way.
And something I just noticed, Rice, they're doing a hard press on Jacob Dobek on every single possession. I just saw it right there. Jacob Dobek didn't even have the ball. He was just running around, and he had a defender right on his hip the whole entire time. A strategic defensive change coming out for the Crusaders to try to stop how good Jacob Dobek is. Here comes Holy Cross on the offense. Potential situation. This ball comes free, and they'll grab it once more. As Seganowicz will bring this up. Seganowicz in the mid-range, kicks it to Young. Young, three ball, no good. As Plater grabs that rebound. Plater passes it off. Kicks it back into Dobek, three, no good. That one's gets thrown around, back up top. Dobek finds it. He drives inside and gets fouled at the edge of the line.
Some phenomenal hustle plays from both teams here. We just saw a couple very, very fast-paced possessions, Jacob. Some big-time shots that, unfortunately for both teams, neither fell, but we do see Dobek to the line. Pardon me. The call has been altered. It looks like it was actually on the floor. So we will see Frontenac setting up a baseline inbounds play in their offensive end. Buchanan looking to take it all away, gets stopped. A massive steal from the Holy Cross defense leads to an open layup. Oh, goodness, he blew that one. And Legressley off the rebound can't get that one to fall either, as here comes Frontenac. Frontenac with a head full of steam coming the other way. Dobek in the corner. He's lethal from three. He knocks that one down. From personal experience, Jacob, playing against Dobek, face guarding him, like you said, the Crusaders were attempting to do now is definitely a good strategy. One little inch of wiggle room and he can hit that shot. But here we go. The Frontenac Falcons coming back into the offensive end.
Now be a blocking foul called against Andrew Young as Buchanan is trying to drive inside. But yeah, you're right, Rice. You have to face guard Jacob Dobek because he'll make you pay. This kid is already at, I believe, around 15 points. That's incredible. And the game literally just started over a quarter ago. We're only a quarter in. And so Buchanan will be at the free throw line. First one's up, and that one's no good, just off. 13-point game going the Frontenac way. They'll have one more for the line. Second one is up, and that one is also no good. And I believe we're going to have something called here.
Looks like we have a lane violation on one of the Holy Cross rebounders, so we will see Blake Buchanan has an attempt to reshoot this shot. 13-point deficit now. Falcons have the advantage. We've got 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Buchanan hits that redo of a free throw, and he's now got 4 points on the night.
Here comes Kika. Kika for the Crusaders, passing it off. Driving inside, now the Crusaders are. Put up a tough one, no good. Doesn't go out of bounds to keep it in. Kika back at the top of the arc. He's going to try to drive inside. He stops up, he puts up a 2, no good. Offensive rebound, they put up another one in the paint, no good. Jack Burt grabs that rebound. Burt finds an open lane, drives, tough layup, no good. Defensive rebound by the Crusaders, and they'll bring it back up the court again. Seganowicz. Fake pass to Myers, then finds him. To Kika. Back up top. Makes a move, drives inside, layup, no good. Foul called against Frontenac. And the Crusaders will have a pair from the free throw line.
Crusaders, they've been to the line time and time again here tonight. They've been fantastic at drawing that contact in the paint. As here we go, coaches getting in some words with their players while they have the chance. First free throw. That one hits back iron, comes flying back out. As here we go, final free throw. That foul was on number 3, Jack Burt. I believe that's his first of the night. As here we go, second free throw. No problem, he sinks that one easily. And here come the Falcons. They've got to put in some work to break this Holy Cross pressure defense. Buchanan now in a bit of trouble, but he finds Plater in the midcourt. Off to the corner. Big 3-ball, number 15 drains it.
Huge 3 for the Falcons. Here comes Kika. His team down by 16. Puts up a tough 2, and it's good. Getty Kika gets that one to drop. Huge bucket for the Crusaders, only down by 14 now. Buchanan fires it at Burt. Burt doesn't pull, back to Buchanan. Open 3, doesn't take it. Plater drives inside. Tough 2, no good. Defensive rebound by the Crusaders. Here comes Kika. Kika mid-range 2, doesn't go. Tries to grab his own rebound, can't get it. That one, I believe, is going to be called a foul. Going against Jack Burt. So that's back-to-back fouls against Burt. And pardon me. Totally opposite team. That one's called against Aiden Myers, number 13. And so it'll be a Frontenac ball in their own end on the baseline, on the sideline. And we'll see what Plater can do here with the inbound. So he'll just give it to Buchanan, and Buchanan will run the offense. Blake Buchanan. We'll see what he can do here. Finds Jacob Dobik. Dobik now trying to create some separation. Finds a teammate, and he's rejected.
Massive block. Holy Cross has been applying some defensive pressure as of late. We've seen this full court press. We're seeing some massive hustle these past couple of possessions, and it results in a monstrous block from number 14 of the Crusaders. As here we go, Plater looking for the inbounds, passes it to the wing, finds Jacob Dobek. Dobek driving to the inside, a little float shot. That's no problem for Dobek. He's already got 12 points on the night. As here come the Crusaders, corner 3. Rattles in and out. A big rebound there from Jack Burt of the Falcons. The Falcons now coming up the floor with a head of steam, looking to set up their offense. Jack Burt putting his defender to work, looking to create a post move on the inside here, hands it off to Dobek. Dobek trying to shift against his defender, loses his handle on the ball a little bit, but he does regain control as here comes Dobek, looking to go to the inside, but he is fouled by Kika of the Crusaders. I believe that's his first of the night. And that foul is on the floor, so we will see a sideline inbounds from the Falcons here as Plater Plater gets ready to inbound this ball. Pardon me, we'll see a Plater subbed off.
Buchanan now will take this ball off the inbound. Try to extend this Frontenac lead. Driving himself, Buchanan gonna have to get away out of the paint though. Back up top to Dobick, he's deep in the 3 territory. Dobick spins, drives, and one! This kid is unstoppable! That brings him up. That brings Jacob Dobick up to 19 points with 3 minutes and 22 seconds still to go in the first half. This kid, Rice, is on pace for a 40 bomb in the finals. Who else other than Jacob Dobick? We'll see a timeout called, and we'll send it down to Brandon Bolton. Brandon, you are courtside. You see it better than we can up here. What do you think Holy Cross has to do? They're down by a substantial amount, especially maybe in the second half, more or less. What do you think they have to do if they want to make a comeback in this one?
I mean, it looks like Holy Cross is getting beat off the dribble from Jacob Dobick. You saw there he had a nice dish to, I'm blanking, Owen Rulo, and it is becoming apparent that Jacob Dobick is not going to stop in this game. They're going to have to change something up, going to have to set up some sort of special plays to isolate him away from the play. They're down quite a bit now. You don't want to get down too much at halftime, but if there's ever a team for a comeback, it would be the Crusaders. We saw it with the Bears earlier. Comebacks happen. It's basketball. Back to you.
Thank you, Brandon. We apologize for the technical difficulties. I see he was a bit frozen there, but nonetheless, we're still going to hear his insight. 3:22, Rice, left to go here in the first half. Frontenac has looked the better two of the team so far.
Oh, absolutely, Jacob. And here is the star of the show so far. Dobick converts on the three-point play. He's got 20 points already on the night, Jacob. The first half isn't even over. He's been hitting shots from all over the floor, the inside, the mid-range, the three ball. But anyways, here come the Crusaders. Vaughn LeGressley looking to create some action on the inside. They swing it all the way around to Young. Young kicks it to the top. Aiden Myers, three-bomb.
Huge three from the Crusaders. And that's a big pin as Mac McNeil picks that one off. Myers trying to make something happen, and that one will go the Frontenac way. Here come the Falcons with some speed. Layup up, no good. LeGressley grabs that. Vaughn LeGressley to Young in the corner. Doesn't pull. LeGressley line open, doesn't convert. Goes back up. Easy two for LeGressley. And here comes the Falcons. Back the other way. Pump fake, trying to drive inside. Buchanan will now in the paint. Kicks it to Burt in the corner. Burt finds Dobick, who's at 20. Floater, it's good. This kid is unstoppable. He's at 22 already. Jacob Dobick actually has more points than the entire Holy Cross Crusaders team. If you take a look at it, the kid's just unstoppable. Saganowicz finds Young. Young to LeGressley. LeGressley now tries to find Young, who's scrambling to find that ball. We have a player tying his shoes in the corner. That was Aiden Myers. You know, safety first, they say, Rice.
I suppose, Jacob. Interesting stoppage of play here. We'll see Aiden Myers get his shoes safely tied up. We don't want no shoelace stripping on this game, Jacob. But here we go. All 10 guys on the floor. Probably grateful for a chance to catch their breath right now. As here we go, we'll see a Holy Cross inbounds on the far sideline. It'll be Saganowicz tossing it in. He's telling his guys where to go. Looks like they're setting up some sort of inbounds play. Frontenac head coach getting some words in with the refs. trying to make sure everyone understands that stoppage. As here we go, we're getting back underway momentarily now. Seganowicz stepping up to inbound the ball for the Crusaders. As here we go, finds the open player on the wing, tries to pass it into LaGressley, but the Frontenac defense does tip it out of bounds. We will see another Holy Cross inbounds. That'll be on the baseline this time. A chance to set up a play under the net. So here we go, it'll be Holy Cross tossing it in. Interesting setup from the players here. Finds Seganowicz in the corner. Passes it off to Aiden Myers at the top. Myers, long three on a prayer. And the shot clock runs out. Pardon me, 1 minute, 33 seconds left on the game clock. As here we go, the Falcons have an inbound. They got to put in some work to break this Holy Cross pressure. As here come the Falcons. It's Jack Burt carrying the ball up the floor. He finds his way through. He passes it off to Buchanan at the top. Buchanan now sizing up his defender. Tries to hand it off to Plater, but Vaughn LaGressley gets a hand on it. He's been a massive hustle player so far here tonight, Jacob.
He's been so phenomenal, especially getting into the rim, getting those opportunities at the free throw line, and then even stuff like that on defense where he just tips it out of bounds and forces a throw in for the Falcons. Plater will step up to take it, find Buchanan at the top of the half-court line. Buchanan trying to drive inside, puts up a tough floater, no good. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Holy Cross inbound as Aiden Myers will step up to take that one. Myers gives it off to LaGressley. Vaughn LaGressley, we just talked about him being a phenomenal player. We'll see what we can do here. Pass it off to Seganowicz. Seganowicz now makes a move around the back. Trying to drive inside, can't. Kicks it to LaGressley in the corner. 3-ball. Way too much pressure on, power on that. Great rip out the hands by Daly. No good. As his two couldn't get it. And I believe we'll have a foul called.
Bit of a tussle for the ball there. Bodies tangled up on the floor. Multiple players diving, trying to regain possession of that ball. Shows how much both these teams are invested in every single play. But here we go, LaGressley. Holy Cross does come away with the ball. It will be LaGressley tossing it in from their offensive baseline. Coach getting some words in with his boys, making sure they know which play to run. As Holy Cross gets set up, LaGressley telling them where to go. LaGressley now finds Seganowicz at the top for an open 3-ball. That one rattles in and out, and a massive rebound by Jake Plater. Plater slips, but manages to hand the ball off to Jack Burt. Jack Burt moving up the floor with some speed. Burt now sizing up his defender. He's going to pass it off to Dobek. Dobek stumbling a little bit with the ball, but Plater manages to scoop it up, finds the open man under the hoop. That one, perhaps it was tipped by the defender. That one goes far and wide. As here come the Crusaders.
LaGressley, 20 seconds to go in the first. Vaughn LaGressley. Pass it off. Second back to LaGressley, driving inside. Tough layup. It's in Jack Plater. Back to the goal. Can they still keep to around? Jack Plater. Do it. What a crazy tough. Just championship basketball. 37 seconds, 21 for Frontenac. Wow, just phenomenal. Frontenac coming out so hot and has been a man of the game so far. Jacob Dobek, Coach School, them beating the that's the whole Holy Cross team power.
Your edge the star of the night far has been none other than Jacob Dobek. Frontenac Falcons. He's been hitting from everywhere and finding his way right. He's been hitting those mid-range whichever one for, and he's been those 3 balls. But Jacob, we have seen a deficit like this between these two teams before, and that charity matchup earlier on in the regular season, Frontenac did have a substantial lead at halftime, and Holy Cross did manage to come back in the second half and clinch a W there.
That is true, Rice. That did happen. We were there in attendance. Frontenac had the lead, and they just couldn't hold on to it. Holy Cross battled back the whole entire time and ended up beating Frontenac by 3. If they're going to want to make a win happen here, they're going to have to do it again. They've already shown they can do it. And so, we'll have a halftime show before we get back going once. once more. We'll be back 8 minutes of halftime before we get back going. You won't want to go anywhere.
Patty.
Oh yeah. So W.
Yeah, I know. I was so happy because, 11.3 points for the fantasy squad.
There you go.
They beat the Leafs all times they played this season. Are you talking about like the one in the preseason though? When they lose?
They lost in December. It was a 4-3 game. I love what they're doing, but there's 30 seconds.
They're going to kick it down.
This is going on the global news.
Basically, so here I am with two Fnatic fans, HC and Frontenac. How are you guys feeling about the game so far?
I mean, Holy Cross is kind of losing, but it's okay because we're going to bounce back in the second half. So, yeah, I'm feeling confident.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling very confident. Big lead. Might have blown it last time we played, but it's not happening this time. We got this.
Great, guys. Now, what do you see for the rest of this game continuing in the second half?
I see Holy Cross making a 16-point comeback, and they're going to go on a big run to start the second half.
Absolutely. What about you?
I just see Frontenac going on a huge run. Something HC's not coming back. Going to hold them to less than 40 points in this game.
All right, guys. I love this rivalry. It's going to continue for years to come. Back up to you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Brandon. We send it back up top to the main broadcast after those two fans of separate teams go at it. And here comes Young. Young now going to toss it in the corner to second now, which finds Lev. Back up top. 3 ball from Young. It's good. Andrew Young nails it from deep. And now here comes Frontenac. Bert. Corner 3 of their own for Frontenac. No good.
As here come the Crusaders looking to create some offense of their own. Von LeGressley, a tough take underneath. Perhaps some contact. It's ruled a block, but we do see. Looks like Vaughn grabbed his own rebound, stepped on the line with just the back of his foot there. So we will see Plater of the Frontenac Falcons toss it into Jack Bird. Jack Bird, he'll carry it up the floor. Frontenac getting into their offensive set. Bird passes it off to Dobek in the corner. Dobek creating some offense. He puts up the shot. We'll see a foul called on the floor before he shoots it. So we will see a Frontenac Falcons inbound, I believe. Right under the hoop on the baseline. So here we go. Jack Burt of the Falcons will toss it in. The Falcons breaking now. They find Plater underneath. That one gets stripped away by the Holy Cross Crusaders defense as here come the Crusaders with some speed. It's LeGressley, a long pass to the inside. Young stutter steps, looks for the pass inside, but it's picked off by the Falcons. K-Ross passes it up to Jack Burt. Jack Burt, long 3, boom, 3 ball from Burt.
Burt was feeling that one and he hits it. And here comes Young. Young to LeGressley. LeGressley now going to be trying to make something happen at the top of the arc. Turning. LeGressley trying to spin inside while a foul because they're going to call Jack Burt for reaching inside. And we'll have an inbound from the sideline here. Young up top now. We'll see what he's going to do. Passing it off to second Oach, who takes a look at the shot. Doesn't take it, though. Trying to drive inside. Back up to Young. Young now drives inside. Can't find it. Finds second Oach. 3 ball. No good. Rebound, though. Offensive one by the Crusaders. Young takes a 3 of his own. That one is nothing but air. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be a Frontenac inbound from their own baseline.
Bit of discussion from the refs here. Talking to a player from each team. Didn't like the conversation happening between them, I suppose, but here we go. It's Frontenac Falcons ball on their own baseline. They'll have to put in some work against this tough Holy Cross pressure. Holy Cross forcing them all the way up the floor. As here we go, Plater finds Buchanan. Buchanan working his way up the floor now with some speed. Buchanan looking to take it all the way, can't find a path. Forced to pass it all the way to the top to Jack Burt. Jack Burt now looking to create some offense. Burt shifting his defender, finds K-Ross on the inside. Kevin Ross, the tough take, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
K-Ross is too big to try to block and not get fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. Looking for his first points of the night tonight. K-Ross will grab this one and see what he can do. First one's up, and that one is nothing but net. K-Ross Rise didn't play too many minutes there in the first half. So just getting settled here in the second. He puts that one up. Both of them are good. He goes 2 for 2 at the line. And here comes Seganovic. He gives it off to Legressley, who will bring this ball up for the Crusaders. Holy Cross makes a move. Legressley driving inside, and he gets the foul. Head to the free throw line with an opportunity to add 2 to his total.
That's an excellent move there by Legressley, Jacob. I'm sure you saw that. He shifted his defender with a nifty little crossover, got all the way into the paint, and used his body to draw that contact against the Frontenac Falcons defense there. He's at the line for 2. He's been there at least 5 times so far tonight. First one doesn't fall for him. We've got 5 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in the third. 42 to 24 point game. Frontenac Falcons favor. Legressley, second shot. That one rattles in and out as well. That's just unlucky there. Here comes Plater, zooming down the floor with some speed. Stops on 2, passes it off to Dobek, who hooks up a 3. That one rattles in and out. And a big rebound by Jack Burt. No Holy Cross defender in sight. Puts it up for the easy layup.
It's now a 20-point game going the Falcons' way. Holy Cross need to stop the bleeding. Back to Myers at the top of the arc. Second out in the paint. Legressley using his size, puts up the 2, and it's good. Von Legressley has been great tonight inside the paint. And here comes Buchanan. Buchanan now trying to drive inside the paint. Got 2 on him, puts up the tough layup, doesn't drop for him. Kevin can't grab that one. In the rebound, and here they come. Thompson passes it off to Seganovic. Top of the arc, pump fake 3, trying to drive inside, mid-range 2, can't get the 2 to drop. Ross grabs the rebound. Here comes Buchanan now for Frontenac. Corner, Plater drives inside, spinning, mid-range, doesn't drop off the side of the iron. And down they go as Ross manhandles Thompson and takes him down. A bit of a wrestling match there. Foul on Ross. It will be a Crusaders inbound.
Both teams scrambling for the ball there on that play indeed, Jacob. Kevin Ross a bit too excited perhaps on that one. Gets the unfortunate foul as here comes Holy Cross. Inbounding it from the sideline. That's Legressley. Passes it into Myers. Myers back to Legressley. Legressley now coming down the floor at a slow pace, and he quickly picks it up and drives all the way. And one opportunity, a tough layup from Von Legressley.
That was phenomenal, using his size to get in there, get the drive, and then get the contact and the bucket. He'll head to the free throw line with an opportunity to add 1 to the tally and make the 3-point play. We'll see if we can make that happen. 4:02 left to go here in the third quarter. Free throws up, in and out, that one goes. And Frontenac will grab this one. Scramble around, though. Who's going to end up with it? It's going to be called a jump ball. We'll see which way that one goes. It'll be a Frontenac basketball. Pardon me. It'll be a Holy Cross basketball. Seganovic will have the inbound. Fires it to Myers. to Thompson. Thompson now going to hand it off to LaGressley. LaGressley now tries to drive inside, finds a spot, can't get it, turns it over. In fact, here comes Plater. Plater with some speed, layup is good for Jake Plater. 18 points separate the two with 3:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Here comes Thompson. Can't find anything. He's called on the travel, Rias.
Some excellent effort from Frontenac here, putting a stop to this Holy Cross momentum, as here we'll see a couple substitutions. Hitting the floor once again for the Crusaders, that's Andrew Young. Jake Plater now finds Dobek on the inbounds. Dobek, he's got to put some work in to break this Holy Cross press. Myers applying some excellent pressure. Dobek finds his way all the way down, scrambling with the ball a little bit, but he does gather it, passes it to Burt, who kicks it to the corner, who kicks it to the wing, who kicks it back to Burt. Burt now handles the basketball. He slows it right down for the Falcons. They're looking to set up some offense. Burt to the top of the key, kicks it to Plater in the corner. Plater, corner three, doesn't fall. Big rebound by LaGressley, but he steps on the floor. Steps on the baseline, and that will be a Frontenac Falcons basketball. Frontenac showing some excellent ball movement and offensive coordination on that play. Offensive chemistry, pardon me. That seems like a better word, as here we go. Off the inbounds play, they find Plater on the inside, who can't convert that to a layup. Plater kicks it out to Burt on the outside. Burt now will slow it down once again. Burt putting his defender to work. Kicks it out to Dobek. Dobek now looking to shift his defender, finds some space in the mid-range, and bang! Another mid-range shot from Jacob Dobek.
That's Jacob Dobek's bread and butter, and he'll do it all day long if he has to. Gets back the 20-point lead that Frontenac just had moments ago. LaGressley's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line, and just what LaGressley does well, he's already at 10 tonight. Looking to make it 12 with 2 successful free throws. Foul goes against Chad Sobolski. So Vaughn LaGressley puts up the first free throw, no good, off the front of the iron. And Vaughn will have one more. LaGressley puts that one up, and the second one is good. It makes it 11 points in the night for LaGressley. Dobek will bring this ball up for the Frontenac Falcons. Jacob Dobek, been a game changer so far. Kicks in the corner. Open three for Burt. He nails it. That extends the lead even more now. It's a 22-point game. LaGressley to respond. No good off the back of the iron. Grabbed by Burt. Jack Burt hands it off to Jacob Dobek. Dobek getting very pressured from Andrew Young. And so we'll see a foul be called against Young, and that one will be an inbound for Frontenac on the sideline as Plater steps up to take that. And so we await it. Plater to Burt. Jack Burt taking it slowly. He's got Young on the guard. Kicks it over. Trying to drive inside, and he'll get called on the travel. As Cohen Patrick tried to drive inside, but took one too many steps with the ball in his hands. It will go the Holy Cross way. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. LaGressley will take this up. LaGressley, the second Elwich. Passes up to Kika at the top of the arc. Finds Young, destroying down the arc. The Crusaders are. Young trying to drive inside. Finds LaGressley, but he gets knocked out of bounds by Burt and Patry. A combined effort from those two. So, Holy Cross ball on the offensive baseline. LaGressley takes it inside, denied from the Falcons. Jack Burt now bringing this up. Burt, just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. Burt finds a lane, kicks it back out. Patry, three ball. No good, that one. Just a bit too short. Jake Plater trying to pull that one from deep. It will have an inbound for Holy Cross on their own baseline. So I'm going to mention Rice. Holy Cross now in bonus. They need the points, and they need it now as they head soon to the fourth quarter, and they're down by a substantial amount. Young fakes the handoff, tries to drive inside but can't. Backed away by Patry, finds Legressley in the corner. Legressley tries to drive now. He takes the baseline. Back up top the second. No, it's three. Money, it's good. Gets the three to go. Jack Burt will bring this up.
As here come the Falcons now, looking to respond to that massive three from Saganowicz. Buchanan finds his way inside. We'll see a foul called on the floor. Crusaders foul against number 3. That's on Kika. It's his second of the night. Buchanan will step up to the line. He's got 2. Both teams in bonus now. Holy Cross fans doing everything they can to knock him off his groove, but it doesn't work. He knocks that one down. He's got 5 points so far on the night. 20-point deficit now separates these two teams. 21 points, pardon me, as Buchanan knocks down that second free throw. We now have a 21-point deficit. We do see a timeout called by the Crusaders, looking to drop one final play to get a few points out of this final possession. We've got 20.5 seconds left in the third. 21-point deficit, Frontenac favor.
So we'll send it down to Brandon Bolton. Brandon, Frontenac with a 21-point lead. Holy Cross, well, they're running out of time with only 20 seconds to go here in the third. They still have one more quarter. What do you think the Holy Cross coaches say to the boys on the bench right now?
I think they need more plays of what they had there with that late three from Saganowicz. It's going to take big plays like that to crawl back into this game. They've let Frontenac build up a crazy lead so far, but they're not out of it yet. It's going to be a lot for them. I think Frontenac is still prepared to take away any type of three-pointer. Should be a big one.
Thank you, Brandon, as we take it right back upstairs. Rice, 20 seconds to go. Holy Cross down by 21. We saw them down in the regular season. They were able to come back. Do you think that this may be too many points, though, this late in the game to try to make a comeback? They do have a full quarter, but it is 21.
Like you said, Jacob, they do have a full quarter, and I don't believe that any deficit is too big for this team. When they're on, Jacob. They've got one possession left. They have the ball in the hands of Andrew Young. Saganowicz also on the floor. He's got the hot hand. I believe those are the two best options for them to take a final three-pointer, get some points on the board. As here we go, looking to set something up. Ball to Legressley, back to Young. Young finding the open man. It's Saganowicz to Kika. Kika launches a three. That one's no good. Big Falcons rebound, and they'll hold on to it as we go into the fourth quarter with a 21-point deficit standing. Frontenac favor 53 points to 32 points. 8 minutes left, Jacob. Holy Cross needs to really, really put it together.
They have 8 minutes left to overcome a 21-point deficit. It's going to be hard. We're going to get a quick shout-out, though, from the pregame announcer. Shout-out, thank you very much.
And thanks, Dick. Dick at the table downstairs doing the in-house announcing in the stadium. Thanks for the shout-out. Also, shout-out from us to Dick for the awesome announcing during the game.
He does a great job. He's here every single game, and he does a phenomenal job. He does everybody's names correctly, which is a very hard job to do. There's a lot of names out there, and, you know, he does a great job. We got to give him props. And so, we'll take it down to Brandon there at the sideline. Brandon, 8 minutes left. Let's get your thoughts on how these 8 minutes could go.
This is going to be the biggest 8 minutes of some of these guys' career. This is what it all comes down to. Going to need to see some big plays, big moves in basketball. This is what defines players. These are the moments you remember. 8 minutes until a championship for either of these squads. Both of these squads are very high on accolades. Should be a really good matchup.
Thank you, Brandon. As both these teams take back to the court, 53 for the Falcons, 32 for the Crusaders. And here we go. Blake Buchanan will take this ball and bring it up the court for the first time in the fourth quarter. Patry takes a step, doesn't drive inside though. He'll kick it back out to Buchanan. Buchanan makes a move around the arc. Trying to find an open lane, can't find it. He's double teamed, finds Patry. Back to Buchanan. 12 to go on the shot clock. Buchanan drives inside, turnover. As Young will end up with the ball. Young to McNeil, up top to LeGresley. Great ball movement. 3 ball by Seganowicz, no good. Kicked back outside to Seganowicz. LeGresley has an open 3, doesn't take it. Tries to drive inside, he's got defenders all over him. And the foul is called.
Excellent job by LeGresley drawing that foul. He's been doing it all game long, Jacob. He pulls a quick move on the outside and then drives inside and goes up while his defender's off balance so that they're forced to put some contact on him, and he does get to the line. He's got 2 free throws here. Chance to get his team to 34 points overall. As here comes LeGresley. First free throw. No struggle for him at all. He's up to 11 points on the night. A big night for him. He's Holy Cross's leading scorer so far. LeGresley's second free throw. No problem once again. That's 12 for LeGresley as here come the Falcons. Plater coming up the floor with some speed, looking to set up this Falcons offense. A big steal by the Crusaders. Coming down for a lay. Tough lay over Dobek. That one does fall for the Crusaders. The Falcons now looking to put a stop to this Holy Cross momentum. Dobek using some fancy dribbling skills to get past his defender down the floor. We see some massive contact that will be called a block against Andrew Young. He was looking to draw a charge just like he did against Dobek earlier on in the game, but unfortunately for him, his feet were not quite set in time this time. Dobek will go to the line for a chance to shoot 2. Pardon me. They're calling it a foul on the floor, so Frontenac will set up an inbounds play in the offensive baseline.
Frontenac fires it way too far, but Dobek can't get a grip on it. Young is all alone. He shouldn't miss these, and he doesn't. Plater almost got up there to get that ball. Plater now, full court press, almost barely gets it in. Buchanan ends up with it in his hands. Blake Buchanan trying to cross up Andrew Young. Buchanan takes it, picks the lane, throws it to the corner to Plater. Plater now searches, finds Burt, hands it off to Plater. 3 ball, he pulls it in, puts it down. Here comes Young. After that very good 3 ball, and a foul is called, the charge.
Excellent work by Buchanan of the Falcons. He sees Seganowicz looking to make a fast move inside, gets his feet planted right in front of him and takes that charge right through the chest. And now it's Falcons basketball as here comes Jack Bird. He comes up the floor with a little bit of pace, looking to set up this good Frontenac offense. He hands it off to Dobek. Bit of contact on that play, no call though. Here comes Dobek. Shifting his defender, looking for a shot inside. He can't find it, kicks it off to Plater in the corner. Plater kicks it back to Dobek at the top. Dobek coming inside. A mid-range fader that we've seen so many times from him today is no good, but Frontenac gets it back. Plater's 3 is no good. Frontenac gets it back again. Dobek's 3. No good. Back iron twice in a row, and Holy Cross finally manages to scoop up the defensive rebound.
What a sequence right there that one was, Rias. Just couldn't make it go down. And LeGresley will take this with just over 5 minutes to go. LeGresley drives inside, no foul called. Kick out to Young. Young driving in. It stays in the Crusaders' possession as that one gets thrown a little bit. Young, pump fake, pulls it. No good off the back of the iron. Dobek will slow it down. Jacob Dobek. Call on the foul. And we'll see who's going to go against. I believe it's going to go against Holy Cross.
So they call a blocking foul on that play. Interesting call. Holy Cross coach has some words about it. Looked like Dobek may have got his arm up on his defender there, but the call does go his way. We'll see a timeout called now by, I believe, the Crusaders. Both teams now looking to regroup. Frontenac maintaining an 18-point lead with 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
So we'll send it down to Brandon Bolton. Brandon, you're at courtside, just under 5 minutes left to go in this one. How is the atmosphere down there?
It's electric, Jacob. The fans are going wild on every made shot. We have Ottawa U GG basketball players behind the Frontenac bench hyping up Jake Plater, whose older brother is on the team. It's a big game, some big moments being played, seeing a big matchup between Jacob Dobek and Matt Mignot, defensive and offensive. I can hear the alarm going off behind me from the megaphone from the HC fans. I think this is a great game so far. Coming down to a close. Looks like Frontenac is running away from it unless HC can get some momentum going. Should be a good one. Back to you.
Thank you, Brandon, as we send it back upstairs. And with just under 5 minutes left to go here, it's an 18-point game going the Frontenac way. Rias, Holy Cross is going to need a miracle.
Holy Cross does need a miracle indeed, Jacob. Just 5 minutes left to make up this 18-point deficit. As here comes the Falcons. It's Dobek who the ball goes to. Dobek now driving inside, can't find a way to the basket, kicks it to Buchanan, who kicks it to Plater. Plater looking for a way inside, can't find it. Holy Cross applying some great defensive pressure here in this late game situation as here comes Buchanan, finds a way to the basket. That one can't fall for him. Scrambling for the rebound, it's K-Ross and Seganowicz. Seganowicz comes away with it as here come the Crusaders looking to set up some offense of their own because he kicks it to the corner. It's Legressley. Legressley kicks it to Kika at the top. Legressley, the ball back in his hands. Finds Andrew Young at the bottom for a fader. That one can't fall. Big rebound from K-Ross, who kicks it to Buchanan. Buchanan, he'll get a handle on the ball. Ball's in K-Ross's hands at the top. Goes back to Buchanan. Buchanan taking his time with it now. They're looking to use up as much time as possible, not giving Holy Cross any opportunities to close this point deficit. Looking for K-Ross on the pick and roll. Can't find it. A foul called on the floor. I believe that's called on Kevin Ross.
Yeah, that was Ross. Just reached it a bit too much and got called on the foul. So it'll be an inbound for the Crusaders, and here they come. Legressley trying to drive inside. He'll kick it out to Young. Young needs this three. It's no good. And Ross will grab that rebound. Here comes Buchanan. Kicks it off to Dobek. Dobek loses that one. And Legressley will grab it. Legressley drives inside, right to the rim, and he gets it to go. Easy layup for Legressley. And here comes Dobek on the fast break. And I believe it's going to be called a foul going against the Crusaders on Jacob Dobek. 16-point game, Rias. Holy Cross, maybe. If they get hot, they can make something happen.
They are closing it, Jacob. It was an 18-point deficit just a few plays ago, but Holy Cross has closed it slightly. They've got to keep this pace up. They've got to keep getting stops on Frontenac. They've got to keep converting into buckets. Very, very little room for error here for the Crusaders, Jacob, if they want a hope of taking home this KASSAA championship. But here we go. Back into the action as it's Jack Burt looking for Dobek. Dobek manages to catch the inbounds, looking to shift his defender, takes the screen from K-Ross and then kicks the ball to the corner. Plater, a corner three, that one goes long. Bounces off the Holy Cross defender and straight out of bounds. So we will see a Frontenac basketball on their offensive end of the floor.
So Jacob Dobek will step up to the offensive baseline and take this one. Dobek's production is slowed off here in the second half, but I say slowed off, but he's still probably at about 25 points. So trust me, he's still the leading scorer here in this game. Kicking to Jacob Dobik in the corner. Mid-ranger, it's good! Just talking about him, and he drains that one from a mid-range too. LeGressley will bring this up for the Crusaders. Fires it off. Myers to McNeil. McNeil at the top of the arc, hits it into LeGressley. Good ball movement here from the Holy Cross Crusaders. LeGressley puts up a very contested 2, and that one's good for the layup. Plater with just over 2 minutes to go. Gonna slow it down. Hands it off to Dobik. Dobik finds some space. Layup is good for Jacob Dobik. That kid has got so much skill over there. They Seganowicz pull up 3, no good. Buchanan grabs it. Dobik, mid-range 2, it's good! Jacob Dobik puts it back to a 20-point game.
Goodness me, Jacob. Jacob Dobik is putting on a show down there. Back-to-back buckets for Dobik. He's at, I believe, 25, unless I'm missing some points from him. But here come the Crusaders. Seganowicz, a corner 3. It's good. Seganowicz. He's up to 9 points on the night. Whistle on the floor. Making sure Kevin Ross ties his shoe. He did have a leg injury in the postseason, Jacob. Want to make sure nothing like that happens again. Make sure those shoes are tied. No accidents happening down there on the floor.
For sure, you know, he was out for most of the beginning of the season, and that affected Frontenac so much. He's a great piece, and he's got so much strength, that kid has, and so much height. It's just so nice to have him on the floor for Frontenac.
As here come the Falcons now. They're putting in some work. Holy Cross is forcing them to put in that work with this awesome full court defense, but Buchanan has no trouble with it. He comes all the way down the floor with the ball. Kicks it to Jack Bird, who kicks it to Dobik. Dobik, another 2. That one can't fall. K-Ross with a massive rebound. Scrambling for the ball. Hands all over. Dobik now with the ball on the outside. He looks to the inside. Kicks it to Buchanan for the 3. Boom! Massive 3 ball. And we'll see a timeout called by the Crusaders.
What a massive 3 by Blake Buchanan. With just over a minute to go, that makes this a 20-point game. Brandon, we'll send it down to you. There's 20 minutes left of, there's 20 minutes. It's a 20-point game with just over a minute left to play. How are you feeling down there?
Is playing incredible basketball. We're seeing, especially from Jacob Dobik, who's having a monster night. We've seen so many threes from this Frontenac squad, and they have not let this game down at all. With a 20-point lead going into a minute left, it's going to be practically impossible for the Crusaders to mount a comeback. Bringing a championship back to Frontenac would be a huge moment for this team, for this school. See what happens. Back down to you.
Thank you, Brandon. We'll kick it back up top. The Frontenac fans are having the time of their lives down there. We hear some of the loudest cheers we've heard all night long. We've got a fan waving goodbye to the Holy Cross Crusaders as here we go. The players take back to the floor. It will be Crusaders ball. I'm not sure if there's still hope for Holy Cross here, Jacob. I think Frontenac may have iced it with Dobek's back-to-back buckets and then that monster 3 from Buchanan. But nonetheless, we have more KASSAA Finals action for you as here come the Falcons creating some offense. It's Jack Burt with the ball. Jack Burt slows it right down. They've got some of the players who spend a lot of time on the bench on the floor right now, making sure they get a chance to participate in this big stage, Jacob.
For sure. All the boys who have been waiting to get their opportunity to play in a big opportunity in a big game like this are getting the minutes they want. In a game where maybe the comeback isn't capable, it's a 20-point game separating the two. It'll be a Frontenac inbound on the offensive sideline. Frontenac at the top of the arc trying to make something happen. Oh, I don't think they realized how much was actually left there on the shot clock. I didn't realize myself. And so with 46 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, Kika will step up to take the inbound. We'll see what Kika can do here. Kika drives inside, mid-range two, no good. Rebound going around. That one gets knocked over.
Oh, Jacob, bit of a tussle on the floor. Some pushing, some shoving between two players. Goodness me, things are getting heated down there, Jacob. But nonetheless, we're getting back to the basketball as here come the Falcons with the inbound. Holy Cross maintaining this full court pressure that they've been applying all night long. As here come the Falcons, struggling against the Holy Cross defense, looking for somebody inside. There's nothing there. They're passing it around the outside. We've got a foul called on the floor. A push, a technical on Kiko. Oh, goodness. I believe that was Frontenac. Players fighting all over the floor. Tensions are high, Jacob.
Yeah, coach is not liking that one from Kika. Takes him right to the bench and sits him down. Some chatter must have been had on the court because things got heated. And now both teams will take back to the bench. I think we saw a technical foul come through. We'll send it down sideline to Brandon Bolton. Brandon, from your angle, what did you see down there?
Looked like a big shove from Getty. Tempers are flaring here tonight. Tom Nitschke went right in and shoved Gattoir after that big play. You saw the HC coaching staff come onto the court. Looks like tempers are flaring at the end of this game. Big matchup, championship game. They're obviously going to be upset if they take a loss. And it's just a big physical game coming to an end. It's going to boil over. We just saw it there. Fans are loving it, though. It's good for basketball. Back to you.
Thank you, Brandon. Rice, what a scene of events we just had right there. A lot of aggression coming out here in the last 30 seconds of this game.
Indeed, Jacob. Tempers are flaring down there. Both teams taking some time to cool off now. Refs blowing the whistle, signaling everyone to get back onto the floor. Hopefully we can maintain a game full of sportsmanship for the final. We've got 24.2 seconds. I think we all know how the game's ending, Jacob. We've got a 20-point deficit in Frontenac's favor. No need for things to go awry now, Jacob, as here we go. Frontenac, they'll get a couple free throws because of Kika's technical foul a few minutes ago. First free throw from the Falcons. That one's no good. Holy Cross fans love it, despite the large deficit. Second one rattles in and out.
And that one goes out of bounds. It'll be a Holy Cross ball. Holy Cross needs about a point a second here. We'll see if they can make it happen. And they'll bring this one up the court. Thompson will slow it down. They will try to make one final play happen. Throw it to Hibbert in the paint, using his size, kicks it out, three ball, no good from Holy Cross. Rebound, that one's way off. And they grab it, they're gonna call it out of bounds. 1 second to go, Rice. I think it's all over. But we'll have one final inbound. And we'll call it a game. The boys who didn't get the minutes during the game, get them now. Holy Cross will throw it in. And that will do it. Your senior boys, KASSAA basketball champions, the Frontenac Falcons.
What a game it was, Jacob. Frontenac did take that one pretty convincingly with that large 20-point deficit they're maintaining at the end, but there's a lot to be proud of from both teams. Holy Cross really showed the grit and determination they played with, keeping it intense all the way through to the very end, and both teams should be proud of how far they came this season, Jacob. The KASSAA finals, they're both going home with medals tonight, Jacob. Frontenac's just slightly shinier.
Frontenac, what a phenomenal season by them. They dropped 2 games in the regular season, going 8-2. One to this Holy Cross team by a 3-point game, and one by KASSAA to also a 5-point game. And they battled back the whole season, having a phenomenal playoffs and then getting the win just like that.
Thank you. No problem. You're always point scored.
And that will do it. Frontenac coming up huge, rise. On the biggest stage, they take the win by not 2, by not 5, but not even 10, by 20. 20 points, and it was all headlined from Jacob Dobick. Jacob Dobick dropped at least 30 points. 30 points from Jacob Dobick at least tonight. He had himself one heck of a game.
You're darn right, Jacob. Big stage, high pressure situation didn't seem to affect Dobick at all. He played showing off all the skill and the talent that he has, although he does play basketball at a bit of a higher level, I believe, Jacob, so maybe he's used to the high pressure situations, but he really showed off the stuff he's got tonight. Massive 30-point performance in these KASSAA finals really helped blaze the way for these Frontenac Falcons to take home that trophy tonight.
Yeah, these boys are used to it. They were in the finals last year, in it this year. They're just used to winning at that school. I don't know if you saw, they're in the finals, even in the junior game earlier today. Frontenac is such an athletic school, and they've got such a good program over there. They always produce great sports teams. But Holy Cross can't hang the head low. What a great season from them, Rice. Going undefeated until this very game. Not losing a single one. I know it's a tough pill to swallow for them, but they can't be disappointed.
You're right, Jacob. It must be a tough pill to swallow, but it would be a lot tougher of a pill to swallow if it was someone other than Frontenac, because everyone knows how talented these Frontenac guys are, and losing to them, honestly, isn't that bad, Jacob. They made it all the way to these finals against this very talented team. Both teams have a lot to be proud of here today.
For sure. And so, we'll send it down to Brandon Bolton for one of the final times. Brandon, what a phenomenal game we just witnessed. Frontenac the champions. Let's get your thoughts on the whole of this one.
Hey, it got chippy there at the end, but Frontenac pulled off the big victory. Huge score, 20-point victory here tonight. Frontenac, you are the champions of senior basketball. The Falcons are bringing home the chip. Jacob Dobick had a monster night, big nights from Jake Plater. Also want to shout out Kevin Ross on the boards, Jack Burt from the three-point line. All around, incredible basketball from the entire team. Congratulations to Frontenac.
The competition and the camaraderie and the war ways that we got through that was what's driven, I think, a lot of the basketball business between these two schools and also the city. And we're losing two absolute top flight coaches who don't character to their kids and have their kids compete for a long time. And we'll miss them. I think the whole community will miss them. I'll miss coaching against them. Thank you for making basketball a lot of fun.
And we'll see the trophy handed out as we just got a huge speech by the Frontenac head coach. Two of the Holy Cross head coaches are retiring. So a standing ovation here from everybody, which is very awesome to see. We'll have three of the boys step up to take this and hold the championship high. It looks to be Sobolski, Ross, and Buchanan. Three boys so talented. I know for sure Ross is leaving. This is grade 13 for him. He'll bring it home one more time for your KASSAA Senior Boys champions, the Frontenac Falcons, as they host the trophy high, and we see if we can get potentially an interview from one of the winning players, maybe Jacob Dobick. That would be amazing after he dropped 30 tonight. Want to give out some thank yous. Shout out Paul Pannell, the KASSAA commissioner. always putting on an amazing job for these events. Shout out Mr. Swain back at Bay Ridge for getting all of this equipment to us. Shout out Spencer Tapp for doing the camera work tonight. Shout out Josh Miles for doing all the score tonight. Shout out my boy Brandon Bolton courtside all night long. He was phenomenal. And you gotta give a shout out to my co-commentator Ryan Tennessee. I love that guy. And he's here with it. He's here at every single game with me. When you watch KASSAA games, it's most of the time Jacob Ewing and Ryan Tennessee. And so we'll see after their picture if potentially we can get an interview from maybe Jacob Dobek, maybe Kevin Ross. This game just had all the aspects of it. It had the competitiveness, it had the skill, even had the aggression. Like, a game is great when it's aggressive. Mind you, we don't really need the pushes, but it adds to the game. It certainly does. And so they'll finish up pictures and everything like that. And so I believe they'll finish up. Coach will give them a nice little speech. And then we'll see what Brandon and Rias courtside can get for us if we can potentially get an interview. We would love to have to end it off. We saw two amazing games today. The first one is just unbeatable. A finals matchup that goes to overtime just can't be beat. And I can confirm we got Jacob Dobek for the interview. So we'll send it downstairs to courtside with Brandon Bolton and the 30-point scorer of the night, Jacob Dobek. Brandon, take it away.
Hey everybody, I have 30-point monster here, Jacob Dobek, after the championship. How are you feeling?
Oh, we're ecstatic. We're excited to beat another AAA school. We're going to go to OFSA after this, hopefully compete hard, and hopefully bring home the OFSA chip too.
Absolutely. What were you telling yourself before a big matchup like this?
It's a team play. We're just trying to hype up the squad. My buckets come from great team plays, great passes. So it's all thanks to them.
Absolutely. What is next for Jacob Dobek? Where are you off to next?
I'm not completely sure yet. So hopefully I can go play university somewhere, whether that's after this year or after grade 13.
Absolutely. Congratulations,
Perfect.
Jacob.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Back to you.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Jacob Dobek, for taking the time to talk to our very own courtside reporter, Brandon Bolton. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. If Rias Hennessy might make his way back up for some final thoughts. You'll get my final thoughts first. Just an amazing game. We knew Frontenac was going to come in here, even though they lost to Holy Cross early in the season, and they were going to battle. And that's exactly what they did. They took the lead early, and they kept it for the whole entire game. Frontenac, such a good basketball program they have over there. Back-to-back championships for them. So well-deserved. Rias has finally met us up here. Rias, your final thoughts on tonight?
What an exciting game to watch. Jacob Frontenac coming away with the W on a pretty big deficit, pretty convincing win, 20 points, all led by none other than Jacob Dobek, who dropped a 30 bomb here in the St. Lawrence Dome. Thankfully, we got to get some words with him on the stream for you guys. So, yeah, thank you for having me here with you, Jacob. What an awesome game to watch.
Of course, it's always a pleasure. It wouldn't be a KASSAA final stream without the Jacob and Rias Wombo combo up here in the commentary booth. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. That wraps up our doubleheader of KASSAA days. We had volleyball yesterday. We had basketball today. Hockey will be on the 29th of February. You will not want to miss it. That will be awesome. KASSAA hockey finals are always amazing. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a KASSAA live stream. I've been Jacob Ewing all night long, joined alongside my Rias Tennessee all night long as well. One more time for your senior boys KASSAA champions, the Frontenac Falcons. Everybody, have yourself